Welcome to Moments in the Word. I'm James Tyler, your host, and this morning we'll be reading from Acts chapter number 21, verses 27 through 40. And when the 7 days were almost ended, the Jews which were of Asia, when they saw him in the temple, stirred up all the people and laid hands on him, crying out, Men of Israel, help. This is the man that teacheth all men everywhere against the people and the law and this place, and further brought Greeks also into the temple, and have polluted this holy place. For they had seen before with him in the city of Trophimus, an Ephesian, whom they supposed that Paul had brought into the temple. And all the city was moved, and the people ran together, and they took Paul and drew him out of the temple, and forthwith the doors were shut. And as they went about to kill him, tidings came unto the chief captain of the band that all Jerusalem was in an uproar, who immediately took soldiers and centurions and ran down unto them. And when they saw the chief captain and the soldiers, they left beating of Paul. Then the chief captain came near and took him and commanded him to be bound with 2 chains, and demanded who he was and what he had done. And some cried one thing, some another, among the multitude. And when he could not know the certainty for the tumult, he commanded him to be carried into the castle. And when he came upon the stairs, so it was that he was borne of the soldiers for the violence of the people. For the multitude of the people followed after, crying, Away with him! And as Paul was to be led into the castle, he said unto the chief captain, May I speak unto thee? Who said, Canst thou speak Greek? Art not thou that Egyptian, which before these days madest an uproar, and leddest out into the wilderness 4,000 men that were murderers? But Paul said, I am a man which am a Jew of Tarsus, a city in Cilicia, a citizen of no mean city. And I beseech thee, suffer me to speak unto the people. And when he had given him license, Paul stood on the stairs and beckoned with the hand unto the people. And when there was made a great silence, he spake unto them in the Hebrew tongue, saying. As we turn and we look at the context of this text here this morning, we see that it recounts the story of Paul's arrest in Jerusalem, highlighting issues of misunderstanding, prejudice, and injustice. And here are a few ways we can apply this passage to our lives today. Paul was misunderstood and falsely accused by people who didn't know him or his mission. We can learn to respond with patience and grace when we are misunderstood, seeking to explain ourselves calmly and constructively. Despite the danger, Paul stood firm in his faith and continued to preach the gospel. We can be inspired to stand firm in our beliefs and values, even when faced with opposition or hostility. Paul also respectfully addressed the Roman commander and cooperated with the authorities. This teaches us the importance of respecting and obeying laws and authorities, as long as they do not conflict with our faith or conscience. Paul showed immense courage in a chaotic and dangerous situation. We can draw strength from his example, finding the courage to face our own challenges and adversities with faith and determination. And as always, by reflecting on these points, we can strive to embody the principles demonstrated here, making it relevant to and in our own lives today. I'm James Tyler, coming to you live from the Castle Studios, and welcome again to Moments in the Word. God bless.